Hello and welcome to episode 7 of Surrey Tennis Talks. This week we have a slightly different episode. We have a special interview with Surrey #1 and top 10 national player, Jesse Clarkson. So I'm going to hand over to my co-host Justin, who's going to have a chat with Jesse.
Okay, Jesse, how are you doing? This Friday morning of half term, it's Halloween tomorrow. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing fine.
Good. Have you got any plans for Halloween first? That's the most important thing.
In fact, I actually don't celebrate it, No, I don't celebrate Halloween though.
No, okay. So there's no pumpkins around your house, no?
No.
No, that's a pretty smart thing, because I think if you look as if you're ready for Halloween, then people start knocking on your door asking for sweets. So that's not good. That's not good. But just to let you know, I'm a big fan of sweets, so fairly big fan of Halloween for the more for the sugar aspect of it all. So tell me, listen, it's great to have you on Surrey Tennis Talks today. You're the current reigning undisputed under-12 champion of Surrey. I know it sounds a bit crazy, but how's tennis life, man? You're playing good?
Yeah, I'm playing well. I think training hard. I think I'm doing well in my tournaments. I think Ben's helping me a lot with my tennis. He's helping with my footwork, my technique. He's made me become a very good tennis player.
Oh, I like that. And that's Ben Harron we're talking about, because you go to Reed School, yeah?
Yeah.
And you're part of the LTA regional program there.
Yeah.
And you're loving it. And how long have you been at Reed's for?
2 years. 2 years now. Yeah.
And what do you love most? If you could sort of pick your top 3 things that you love most about Reed's and hanging out there, what would they be? Do you know?
I get to train hard. There's a lot of, I think it's very fun in training as well.
Okay.
I think I get to train with my friends as well, so it's really good.
I love that. It's great. Yeah.
I get good hitting practice as well.
Do you?
Yeah.
So there's a challenge down the other end of the court, is there?
Yeah.
And you're still hanging out with your mates, that's really important, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think that you play tennis? Do you think that you play tennis now for just the trophies, or do you just love playing tennis because it's just in your soul and it makes you happy?
I think I just love playing tennis. I think I've always had a strong passion for tennis since I was young. So.
Since you were young, because you're a pretty old guy now, right?
Well, I'm not that old, but but since I was like 5.
Do you know where that passion came from? Any idea?
I think I just maybe my mom. I'm not sure.
Oh, come on, tell us more. How come? Does she play?
No, but she really follows tennis a lot.
Okay.
My dad as well, but I think my mom likes tennis a lot.
Oh, lovely. So she shared her passion with you.
Yeah.
And then you got hooked.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So where did you first start playing? Where which venue, and who were the coaches and people that helped you?
I started to play in a club called Burgess Park Tennis Center. I used to do like camps and sessions, and one of the coaches started to coach me, and he actually helped me a lot. Oh, yeah. And he told my mom that I should carry on playing tennis. My mom, at the start, my mom didn't think I was gonna really follow tennis. She just wanted me to play and just have fun. She didn't really want me to play tournaments. She never thought about that. And then she started to watch me. She started to see then she started to put me into tournaments.
Okay, that's really nice. So yeah, so she didn't push you to compete or to take it too seriously too early. She was kind of just waiting for you
Yeah,
to bloom and make it your passion, and not her pushing you, you know?
Yeah.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
And has tennis always felt that it was coming from you and not really coming from them as parents? Has it felt like it's coming from, you know, your heart and your desire?
Yeah, I think it's always coming from me. And I think that I try to push myself more and more because I like tennis. I enjoy
And
it.
listen, and this is a tough one, but I'm interested, Jazz. And you know, you're getting good now, and one day you may have to get interviewed by people that ask you tougher questions than this. But do you think that the reason you like pushing yourself and challenging yourself is because that's what you see on television, that's what you see Rafa doing, that's what you
Yeah,
see Djokovic doing, and that's the level? Or do you just love the feeling that you get when you've emptied your tank and you've given everything?
yeah,
Where does
that's what I see. That's what I see the big tennis players doing. So I follow them. Yeah, I follow them.
And while we're talking about those top players, who is your favorite? Has it sort of changed over the years, or have you had a solid favorite?
Uh, it's since I was probably maybe 9 or 10. It's always been Alexander Zverev.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just like the way I like his style. I like that he's very aggressive on the court, and I just like the way he plays.
That's interesting. That's interesting because he's a big guy. He's a really he's a really tall guy with a really massive serve.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's you're right. He's very, very good. So when it comes to your own tournaments at the moment and your own competitions, I know that you did particularly well in the recent grade 2, but more importantly, you had to play one of your buddies in the final, right?
Yeah, I had to play Liam.
Liam, you had to play Liam Channon. What was it like playing? What's it like playing one of your mates that you train with? And
it's hard. It's not weird. I think it's quite good to play each other. Like, I'd rather have someone that I train with to play in the final than someone I don't. I think it's quite nice because then it means that we're both doing well. We're training hard together, so
that's right. That's right. That means that if you've got a final of a grade 2 that's looking a bit like a practice on a Monday morning, then you guys must be doing something right, yeah?
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's really, really cool. So what are your have you got any plans for any goals or targets for the rest of this year? Because you've only got a few more months left of being under 12, haven't you?
Yeah.
So any sort of any plans or anything, or what's up?
I think I need to keep improving. I think I still have things in my game that I need to improve on.
Okay, remember, Jesse, it's just me and you, so we don't have to share this with any of your competitors. But which areas are you looking to get better at the moment? Remember, it's just me and you, so it's just a private conversation.
Yeah, I think it's my my slice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my slice. I think that, and I think part of my footwork as well. Sometimes I need to be active through the whole match. Sometimes not be sloppy here and then.
Oh, okay. Because my first memories of watching you play, and this has happened to me a few times over the sort of years of watching players and turning up at tournaments, is that I was immediately, who is that player? Who is that boy? Oh my God. Oh, whoa. I was talking to someone. I said, whoa, hold on a second. This is great. Because you've probably been told this a few times and hopefully you've seen it on video as testament, but you have got some serious energy.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You have got some serious energy. So it's very interesting that you say even you have got to tidy up your footwork. So energy and sort of explosiveness that you bring to the court still has to be tidy, yes?
Yeah.
Still has to be organized and sort of refined and accurate so that you get into the right position, I suppose. And yeah, but you have got some energy. So I hope you know that's one of your biggest strengths.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Have you seen yourself on video many times?
Yes, it's very funny. Yeah, I find it very funny. Like sometimes it's annoying because when I'm grunting,
Yeah.
like sometimes my parents like want me like say like I sound like Sharapova and other stuff.
Sharapova, wow. That's pretty serious. I'll have to listen out for that one. I wonder what's going to happen as you get older, if your grunt's going to get deeper.
I think it will be deeper. I don't think you'll get squeaky.
I'm hoping that as you get into maybe like 14, 15, it won't be so Sharapova-esque. Hopefully it'll be a bit more sort of Rafa-esque or a bit more manly, shall we say, Jesse, yeah? You're not traveling around the world because normally, you'd be traveling, maybe doing a few Tennis Europe events, maybe even preparing now. You could be preparing for the Orange Bowl,
Yeah.
in December. And now obviously these things aren't going to happen. Does that sort of bother you? Was the Orange Bowl, which is the sort of unofficial Junior World Championships, was that something you were looking forward to, or you hadn't thought about?
I was looking forward to it. I wanted to play it because I've never played it. I really wanted to play and see how it is, and just see how these players play and just bring my best.
Test yourself against the best in the world, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Ben Gusikwan, obviously another Great Britain player, great player. He's the under-12 Orange Bowl champion. So he won from last year. So it would have been nice to send you out there and say, go retain the title for Great Britain.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of great tournaments for you to look forward to in the future. You got the under 14, of course, Tarbes, which is the other sort of world championship. So that's a nice thing to work for, to work towards, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, definitely.
Nice. Are there any other big tournaments? How many times have you been to Wimbledon over your young years?
I've been to Wimbledon twice. I've actually played on the court.
No way. Tell us how that was. Which court was it?
It wasn't on like a center court. It was like on I think it was court 8.
Oh, it's coming back to you now.
Yeah.
And what was that experience like? What was it like stepping on that hallowed grass?
Like, it's very the first time when I went on there, I was quite I was confident coming in, but when you go on the tennis court, you're quiet because like everyone's there, everyone's walking around, everyone's watching you, so it's quite. Yeah, I get quite nervous sometimes.
But what was it like after you hit your first couple of balls and just that beautiful?
Yeah, I felt more confident, getting more confident. Yeah, and I really enjoyed it.
So what are you thinking? Can you remember saying to yourself at the time, thinking, I'm going to come back?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm coming back here and I'm going to play on court 8 first week, and then I'm going to play on some bigger courts second week, yeah?
Yeah.
Because I think that's what you've got to do, isn't it? When you get these opportunities, you have to sort of capture the inspiration. And especially someone like you who plays with such a big heart and such a big energy, these moments are really important. The other great thing about being in London and being around the Southeast is that you get to go to the O2. Have you ever been to the O2?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite. I like watching it because I got to watch Djokovic versus Zverev, who is my favorite player.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think no. It was Zverev versus Jack Sock, but I was after it. I was crying because I was a ball boy, not a ball
No
boy.
way.
I was a mascot,
Okay.
and one of my friends got to hold Zverev's hand, and I had to hold Jack Sock's hand. So I was very sad after it.
Oh no. So I think we need to. I've got a feeling that because Zverev is still pretty young. Is he like 23, 24?
Yeah.
So okay, so tennis players have a longer life now in tennis. You're 12, 13 next year, right?
Yeah.
So you're sort of 10 years behind. I think there could be a moment where you come through qualifying. Here's the dream. You come through qualifying, you know what I'm going to say, maybe at a tournament where, maybe a local tour, maybe at Queen's, you've come through qualifying, you've been given a wild card, and then the main draw comes out, and who do you play first round? It's going to be Zverev. It's going to be Zverev.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to be 34, 35. You know, he's probably just off he just missed his peak. He maybe just got to number 1, number 2. Now he's maybe like number 6, number 7, and you get to play him first round. How's that sound?
Yeah, I'd love to play. Yeah. I don't mind the scores. Like I just love to be on the court with him.
How would you play him on a grass court now that, because you've played on court number 8 at Wimbledon, so you've been on the grass. How would you play him? I think you're sliced. You know, you said you're sliced. You're working on your slice. Well, I'm thinking he's sort of 6'6", isn't he?
Yeah, he's about 6'6". Yeah, he's
and
very
a low slice. I don't know. How would you play him? I mean,
yeah.
What's your game plan?
I'd hit very low against him. He's quite tall, so. Yeah.
I like it, and I can see you fighting for every point.
Yeah, definitely.
And when you win your first service game,
I'd be very happy. I'd be with a lot of energy.
And you got to get the crowd involved as well. So you need to, yeah, just give yourself a few seconds every day where you just think about that moment.
Yeah.
And it will just light the fire inside you even more, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I can see you doing that. I like that. That's very, very good. So we haven't even spoken about the COVID or the pandemic or anything like that, because it's been a funny time for tennis, and I'm really glad that we haven't given it too much time. But I suppose you're thinking maybe next year it'll be nice to get tennis in the UK sort of back to normal.
Yeah.
It'll be nice to know that you can travel to different parts. Has it been much of a worry for you? Have you been too much worried about this whole situation the last few months?
Yeah, I have. I've been worried about me not getting to play a lot of tennis. Yeah, because of the COVID, obviously, and I just wanted to get back on court, but it took quite long until I could get back on court. But I think that I helped in some good ways. I think I got to focus more on what I needed to work on. I think that it helped me. I got to work on my technique more instead of like going to tournaments with my technique not being as good as it is. So I think it helped in various good ways.
Oh, very good. So you've definitely got some positives out of it. Well, that's awesome. Hey, Jesse, it's been amazing talking to you. Okay.
Thank you.
You know, I'm a massive fan, and I think that you're going to go a long way. And I love you. I love your parents. I love their attitude, towards you and towards tennis. And it's always a pleasure to see you and meet up with them. So I just want to say a big thank you from Surrey Tennis. Keep doing what you're doing, because you're very, very inspirational. And I love that big smile on your face. And that's what drew me to watching you play that first time. So I can't wait to see you again soon, mate. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jesse. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
So there we have it. That is our interview with Jesse Clarkson. He's a fantastic young inspirational player and definitely a name to remember for the future. So it's a bye from me, it's a bye from Justin, and we'll see you next week. Thanks, guys. Bye.